spoken so many years ago are even more relevant today. We as a government are committed to provide the best enabling environment for the children of the country as they prepare to face the challenge of taking India forward on the path of social and economic development. I acknowledge the duty and responsibility of my government to ensure that all children in our country, adolescents and mothers, have access to the building blocks of development, to good health and education. Nutrition and health are the two strong pillars of sustainable development. Investing in the first 1,000 days of life, the most critical period for survival, growth, and overall development of young children, will translate into creation of a strong future generation of highly skilled and educated human resources that will need many actions come together. We need to break the silos that we work in. Department of Health, Department of Women and Child Development, Department of Education, and the work with partners in the scientific community, specialists in the field to overcome this challenge. The global conference being hosted in Mumbai by Government of India, Government of Maharashtra, UNICEF, and other agencies on the infant and young child nutrition, and particularly in improving the quality and complementary foods, is the need of the hour in our country. I am sure this conference will provide the opportunities for learning from each other to accelerate the process of improving the nutrition of young children. I am also very confident that this will lead to the development of a concrete plan for reducing and preventing child malnutrition in the country, with particular focus on the poorest and the most deprived communities. Improving nutrition of our young children is a high priority for me, and it is extremely important for the healthy, vibrant, and skilled India. My best wishes for the successful deliberations in the global conference on improving complementary foods for young children in the country. Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India. Distinguished delegates, at the outset, let me extend a very warm welcome to all of you, especially to those who have traveled great distances to be here in Mumbai. It is indeed heartening to see that such distinguished house and the interest this conference has gathered as we transit from the MDGs to the survive, thrive, and transform goals of the updated global strategy under the broader Sustainable Development Agenda. It gives me great pleasure to be here this morning at this important gathering as the world, from local communities to national and international actors, increasingly turns its sights to the growing global issue of infant and young child malnutrition. Distinguished delegates, under the estimated, the cause 3.1 child death annually, translating into 45% of deaths globally. Scientific evidence very clearly indicates that the major intervention to rectify the global burden of undernutrition is to improve infant and young child feeding practices. It is the cornerstone of care for childhood development, improving the child survival and promoting healthy growth and development. The first 2 years of the child's life are particularly important, as optimal nutrition during this period lowers morbidity and mortality, reduces the risk of chronic disease, and fosters better development overall. Even in the resource-poor settings, improved feeding practices can lead to improved intakes of energy and nutrients, leading to a better nutritional status. For India, the largest rapid survey of children 2013-2014 indicate a decline in the undernutrition with 30%, children being underweight 39%, and children being stunted 15%, and children wasted in under 5 age group. The most recent national estimates of rapid survey of children 2013-14 shows improved rates of breastfeeding, indicating that the rate of initiation of breastfeeding within 1 hour of the birth was 44.6%. Exclusive breastfeeding was 64.9%, and complementary feeding was 50.5%. I note this as a positive change, but at the same time underscore the importance of moving forward quickly. Distinguished delegates, we have a very supportive policy. The Government of India has positioned the development of children at its center and has recognized nutrition as a critical for ensuring child survival for development. It has accorded high priority to addressing the maternal and child undernutrition through multi-sectoral interventions by different sectors. Our 12th five-year plan envisages improvement in breastfeeding and complementary feeding practices. It underscores the need to focus on early preventive action by reaching pregnant and breastfeeding mothers and children under 3 years more effectively in the family and in the community. Friends, our policy instruments are supported by health systems to do this. With the launch of Rural Health Mission and the subsequent National Health Mission, India has moved from its earlier vertical approach to a new strategic approach of RMNCHA, adolescent, bringing focus on all life stages with nutrition as a cross-cutting issue. The strategy emphasizes the linkages between each life stage and the importance of connecting community, outreach, and facility-based services. Our programs, Janani Suraksha Yojana, JSY, and the Janani Shishu Suraksha Karyakram, JSSK, have contributed to a rapid increase in the coverage of essential interventions. To address this, we not only incentivized institutional delivery, but also ensured that every woman who delivers a baby in a public health facility is guaranteed with free medical care, free drugs and medicines, free diagnostics, support of nutritious diet, and transport. These entitlements also cover sick children and antenatal and postnatal complications. As a result, the institutional deliveries has increased from pre-program average from 40.7% to now 79%. An essential part of these interventions is a 48-hour mandatory stay in the facility during the childbirth to ensure counseling and initiation of breastfeeding under the supervision of health service provider. Our national guidelines on infant and young child feeding developed by the Sister Ministry of Women and Child Development recommend exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life. With early initiation within 1 hour of the birth and continuation of breastfeeding for 2 years or more, together with nutritionally adequate, age-appropriate and safe complementary feeding starting at 6 months. To complement these guidelines, my ministry developed a set of guidelines for health functionaries on optimal infant and young and child feeding through health systems. These recommend that each contact the newborn and the mother with health systems, whether it is at the facility and the community level, is utilized to promote optimal infant and young child feeding practices, including optimal complementary feeding practices. The 9 lakh ASHA workers on the ground are instructed to reiterate this message during 6-7 visits to every newborn. This include follow-up with the low birth weight babies and sick Newborn Care Unit, SNCUs, discharge babies up to 1 year, and during counseling at village and nutritional days to mothers, routine immunization, institutional delivery, and postnatal care. Capacity building of frontline workers on the infant and young child feeding is also an essential part of our approach, and funds are provided under the National Health Mission to states and union territories for these trainings. Distinguished delegates, what we get measured gets done. We have put in place a system of growth monitoring and promotion wherein children till 3 years would be weighed monthly, and from 3 to 6 years, children on quarterly basis. Identification of early growth faltering and appropriate counseling of caregivers by the caregivers, especially on the optimal infant and young child feeding and healthcare, is reinforced. Family retained mother and child protection card are being used by caregivers to monitor the growth of their children. Distinguished colleagues, India remains committed to this critical issue and stands ready to work with the stakeholders to eradicate undernutrition and malnutrition in the children. During this meeting, you will have an opportunity to share successful experiences, analyze constraints, and look for innovative solutions. I wish you 2 days of fruitful discussions and deliberations, and look forward from hearing your recommendations for the new way ahead. One thing I would like to assure, that we are in constant touch with women and